We
Hey.
are hopping on this evening, actually. As you notice, we are not at our 9 a.m. usual schedule. We are 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time because it's getting closer to New Year's, and I thought we would have a nice little hangout. Lily and I are just going to have a little bit of fun here. So feel free to, grab a chair, grab a mug of tea, put on your sweatpants, get a little blankie, just get cozy. So, by the way, if you guys don't know who I am Tara with Kittens, Weights, and Tarot, and you can learn a little bit more about me by checking the links down below, checking out my website, kittensweightsandtarot.com, maybe checking out my witchy shop, Desert Cauldron, or James's Crystal Shop over on Etsy. Yeah, and Lily, if you want to let us know anything you're doing at the moment before I don't know, whatever it is that we're doing.
Okay. My name is Lily. I'm a medium, Reiki master, healer, and I work with animals. And I'm very excited for this. I haven't done one of these in a long time.
So yeah, I thought you guys, since it's evening time, everybody's kind of winding down. I thought it would be fun to maybe pull some cards for
Okay.
2025. I know we sort of did that with last Sunday's live chat, but I thought maybe like a little bit more in depth, a little bit more info for 2025. And then yeah, afterwards, maybe we could just do some super chat, super stickers. Lily and I like maybe, pull some cards for you, pull some downloads.
Yeah.
Everybody who's in the chat, by the way, please, if you have a deck laying around or you like to channel information, which awesome, um, just feel free to chime in. I always encourage people to read the chat because there's so much good information there. So many wonderful people.
Hmm.
Hey, Kayla, she's a Titarian friend. Happy New Year! It's Happy
Hi.
New Year!
Here.
um, okay. As we know, there are so many different calendars out there. And right now, the one that the world uses predominantly, because there are other calendars still being utilized, is the Gregorian calendar. And so on January 1st, we will be starting a brand new year, 2025. According to the Mayan calendar, which the new year technically would be around in February, kind of just after the Lunar New Year, as their New Year's based kind of on the cycle of Venus, but also lunation. So it's a little bit different. But we'd be going into the end of a 13-year cycle in 2025, according to the Mayan calendar. So there's a long count where sometimes there's a 100-year cycle, a 1,000-year cycle. Many of you guys remember 2012. That was the end of the long counts, like 1,000-year cycle. Didn't mean it was the end of the world, just meant it was the end of the calendar. And then the calendar starts over again. So this upcoming Mayan New Year, the end of the 13-year cycle, we're going into 13 Ich. And Ich is actually, for those of you that were born in 1981, that's our year lord. So, and Ich is which it's spelled IK apostrophe, so Ich. Ich is the, they call it the breath of life. And so well, it's kind of windy outside, but that's what it means. It's connected to the wind. So it's all about the different variations of wind, where one minute we could be a gentle breeze, the next minute there's like gale force winds. And that's kind of the energy going into 13. Is 13 is the highest, most magical number, according to the Maya. So next year proves to be, well, they say is going to be a very magical, lots of changes type year, like out with the old, in with the new, like in a big way. So that's just kind of like the Mayan prediction. But yeah, we'll sling some cards. So what do you have, Lily?
I have the Rider Waite Tarot. I
Hmm.
have the Angel Answers. I love these guys. They're kind of trickstery, but I like
Hmm.
them. Moonology.
Nice. I love
And
that deck.
I have Native Spirit and Angels and Ancestors. I love this deck.
That's awesome. I think
Yeah.
those are all the decks I have, except for the Native Spirit one. I'm sad that I
Mm.
traded that one for something. And I'm like,
Oh.
later I had regrets. I was like,
I love it. It's like straight to the point. It's like two words through two words, and it's just like I love it.
Mhm.
So
Okay, let's see. I have the Solitary Witch is coming out,
Mm.
and let's make some room here. I also have the Northern Animal Tarot. So it's a little back.
Ooh.
I don't have the box for it. I just keep it in this little pouch here.
Mm.
And what else do we have here? Oh yes, the Merry Christmas Lenormand.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
that.
It's a French deck, actually. My friend in Belgium
Ooh.
got this one for me. She's always like showing me some of the decks in Europe that I have no idea exist, but they are amazing.
Mm.
And
Mm.
what I like about this one, yes, it's very Christmassy, as you can see, kind of Yule Christmas. They've changed around some of the names of the cards. So like the wreath is the ring, the
Mm.
chocolate, like chocolates and chocolate treats is the snake, you know?
Mhm.
um,
Ah, okay.
things like that. So it's cute. Okay. Other goodies I have here that maybe we'll utilize later. I have my little bundle of sage. I thought maybe we can clear out some energy
Mm.
here. As you see, I have my little green heart chakra candle going. I also have a sparkler for later. They're
Ah.
selling a bunch of fireworks right now for New Year's, so I was like, hmm. And I made myself a tea. This one is cinnamon and blackberry, and actually comes from my friend Susie Gemini, who is our mighty, mighty moderator. She's taking a little hiatus right now, kind of.
Mhm.
I think a lot of people are taking a little hiatus. It's like 2024. Everybody's like, woo!
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I put I saw this meme on somebody's page and I shared it to my stories, but I think you saw it where it was like, ho ho holy shit, what a year.
It's been eye-opening. Good, but it's just been like, okay, you gotta learn these lessons now, or it's you need to learn them now or else
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
Learn them
yeah.
now or learn them now.
Yeah, exactly. There's no you're just like this is it. So
Oh hey, Silver Star. She says, hello, loves, good to see your beautiful faces.
hi.
Yay, welcome, welcome. Oh, we got people popping off out there. We got some early celebratory shots fired. Shots fired.
Okay.
People have been real excited ever since Christmas ended. Seems like everybody's either bought fireworks or they're making fireworks with their little boom booms. So
Mm. It's been pretty quiet in the city, but it's also Hanukkah, so I guess people are going away or
mm,
they're staying home. Even work's been really quiet. So
mm.
we'll see what happens in a
Yeah,
couple days though.
yeah. I mean, other than the boom boom, it is, yeah, it's been pretty quiet up here.
Hmm.
Oh, real quick, I did want to say a quick thank you to all of my subscribers, by the way. I mean, we're ending the year at, was it like 10,500 or no, 600 now, 600 something subscribers. So that's
Nice.
amazing. I remember I got so stoked when I had five, because it was like my friends actually wanted to watch me. So I was like, oh my God, yes. So yeah, I mean, to have over like 10,000, I'm like, whoa, that's a lot of people. So thank you, thank you. And everybody who hangs out with us on the live chats, usually in the morning, but hey, we're here in the evening today. But also I want to say hello and thank you to the YouTube members. Like you'll notice, like Kayla next to her name, she's got a little colored kitty cat head, and she can use emojis that you guys have never seen before. That's because they special. So Kayla, of course, and Nancy and Astrid and Jolene, thank you so much for being members and supporting what I do here. Thank you to my patrons, Lily and Dana and Jamie, Kayla, Sarian, Brandy, Jason, Brian, Karen, Sarah, Palu, Crystal, Easy Does It, Oz, Joel, Mikey, and Casey Gritter. So thank you so much. Alrighty. Kayla said, "Congrats, meow." Hi, Lily.
Hi, Kayla.
Okay. I'm gonna. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm not sure what you're gonna do with your cards, but I'll pull. Just like something we really need to know about the energy of 2025. I'll pull from this deck, and then I'll just use the Northern Animal to like start pulling clarifiers, I guess.
Okay.
But
One just popped out, so I'll wait for
oh,
you to go
okay,
first.
okay, go ahead.
Do you want me to go? Okay.
Yeah.
I got the Three of Pentacles, which is
Ooh.
not surprising. Um, you want me to say, you want me to interpret?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, oh, and
So,
hold on real quick. So yeah, we will do super chats and super stickers a little bit later. So if you want to stay tuned and you want a card pull, we will do those super chats and super stickers. So yeah, thank you so much for asking. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
so for 2025, what I've been saying, sensing, channeling, especially last year, is just a lot of what didn't serve you is falling away. And the ones who are meant to be in your life, meant to help you along, or meant to collaborate with you, Zach, etc. You're going to
Hmm.
meet them. They're going to be coming into your life. And because now your new path is opening, where you're meant to be is opening, and it's time to live the life you always imagined. You've always imagined.
Nice.
So,
I love that
yeah.
message. I think a lot of people were, kind of been talking about just kind of what I've heard, just I don't know. People are saying it feels like it's been like a marathon. No,
Hmm.
I'm not saying for everybody, but for some people, since 2020 actually, and some for some since like 2019. So, um, I think people are ready for um a little light and,
Definitely.
and something different and like maybe a really fun way, for this
Definitely.
upcoming year.
More
Yeah.
parties would be nice.
Y- yes, more parties. Um, oh, and Kayla, I hope you don't mind, but I don't know if you wanted to or not. I threw you the wrench of destiny. I'm not sure if you'll accept
Ooh.
it or not. But anyway, I threw it there. Anyway, just but
Ooh,
yeah, I
what's
love that
that?
message. Hmm?
Okay. Okay. What's that? The wrench of destiny.
Oh, it's the moderator wrench next to her name.
Oh, okay.
The mighty, mighty moderators and their wrench of destiny.
Ooh.
This is cool. I'm ready. Kayla's ready to like wield some wrenches. She's like, wield it with great power comes great responsibility. Okay, let's see what I got. Um, ooh, the blessing and the banishing candle.
Oh, okay.
All right. So I guess it's not too different than the message that I got during the live chat, which was that as we were talking about, we're going into 13 Ich according to the Mayan calendar, in February. So it's definitely continuing to clear out. And I know a lot of people are talking about astrologically speaking that there's some major endings and some new beginnings, but I feel it's not just or a full moon thing or the end of Mercury retrograde, but I feel it this energy is massive and it's continuing on into
Hmm.
2025. So some people may already feel like they're on the verge of like something's about to end or something's about to leave my life. Doesn't mean it's going to be awful.
Hmm.
It's just some old stuff's leaving because so many people have been trying to manifest big things,
Hmm.
like really life-changing things, and some of those things have already happened for people. Some people are still in the waiting phase, but I think they realize the wait is probably not going to be too much longer because,
Mm-mm.
old stuff is moving out. Um, and that's so that you guys can make way for all those things that you guys have been making spell candles for, intention setting, meditating on, healing through, all those big things that you guys want. Yeah, I think it's going to be very promising for this upcoming year. All right, let's see. I have the Wheel of Fortune as well,
Ah,
the Queen of Cups,
okay. I'm liking
and
this.
yeah, and the Ace of Wands.
Ah, okay.
Okay, so let's see. Wow, I like that Wheel of Fortune. Um,
Mhm.
and I do feel like, yeah, like this is kind of like the wheel of the year, basically. That things, the wheels are in motion, and we can't really stop the motion at this time, So, um, I know, like I said, many of us are on the precipice of some things leaving our lives, and it may feel scary for many because change is not something our egos like very much. Changes, but in the present things do, and it's where we find our growth. We don't really find it in our past, we find it in our present. We can look to the past to see how we can utilize that in our present, or help to change our present, or do something different. But all our power really is here. And so I feel like, if you're feeling some trepidation, if you're feeling a little bit of anxiety about whatever it is that you're letting go of, maybe it's a person, maybe it's a belief, it's a situation, I would say don't shy away from those emotions. It's okay to feel scared. It's okay to feel anxious or worry. All those emotions are there for a reason, because your body, whether it's your ego or your higher self, is trying to talk to you. So, give it a listening ear, go into meditation. If it's coming from your ego, just ask it, what is giving you so much anxiety? Please show me. Where is this really coming from? If you're feeling a lot of worry, just show me, where is this coming from? And I think that the better communication we have with ourselves going into this new year, the better we'll be when we face some bigger things, because we will have that communication. So, and you're talking about
Mhm.
communication earlier.
Yes.
So yeah, let's see. And if you guys have some cards you want to sling, let us know as well. Maybe
Mhm.
I'll also pull from the Lenormand. I don't know.
Ooh,
Um, oh, healing frequencies is also here.
that's
Hello,
Candace.
hello.
Hi, Candace.
Silver Star said, definitely feeling that. Lots of closing out. I'm tired. Dude, me too. Me
Yeah.
too. Angela said, blessings to Tara and everyone. So good to see you all tonight. Hope all is well with all of you. And hugs and merry and bright amen. Um, every saying hello. All right. Yay. Welcome, everybody. I wasn't sure who would pop in at 6 o'clock at night, but hey, we got a cozy little circle going on. That's cool. So, yeah, if you want to pop in, if you're like seeing anything, like anybody popping in or download, like, definitely let us know.
Mhm.
Oh, and you too. Talking to you. Oh, Silver Star says, "Ooh, I can pull from my new deck my daughter got me." Which one? Do tell.
Mm.
Okay, let's see. Okay, I got the chalet, which is the house.
Ooh, ooh, I like
Yeah,
that.
exactly. Um, oh, letters. So yeah, it's like the, you know, normal letter.
Okay.
Okay, and then we have path.
Oh, we were talking
Okay.
about that earlier.
Exactly. All right. So we have the house, letter, and path.
Hmm.
Okay. Wow. Somebody's gonna mag dump. Okay. Let's tap in here. Okay. I don't. Okay. Okay. I'm like, I did set the intention that I wanted it for everyone, but I don't know if
Aw.
Lily, if this is just directly talking to you,
It's
but I'll
for,
say it for everybody.
yeah. Okay.
Okay. Um, so The message that we just got, with these cards about, having the communication with self and looking into all the things that we're feeling, whether we're feeling really excited about something or anxious about something, but just going in and seeing where those feelings are really coming from, besides like what's going on in the outside situation. We could say, oh, I'm anxious because something's wrong with my vehicle. Like, no, what's really bringing up that anxiety, um and looking into it so that you do have better communication with the self. It seems like the communication, the one that's most important, is with the self. And so when it comes to manifesting, could be a home, or some other big type thing, or perhaps you're manifesting something for this home, your person.
Mhm.
The mind would call it the six aspects of the home, which, this would be like your career, your finances, your health, your friends and family, your relationships, how you view things, both positive and negative. This is like our house right here. And so
Mhm.
the better communication you have with those aspects, the easier it is for you to manifest towards those aspects. So let's say it is a physical home you're trying to manifest. Um, it's listening to, what are my feelings trying to tell me, so that I can keep things as unblocked as possible so I can get that home.
Mhm.
So having that communication, or, I really would like a car, or I want a new job opportunity. Then go in and see what are the feelings that are coming up surrounding that situation. Um, Trying to understand those emotions and feelings, heal anything that needs to heal, so we can keep the roads open. We can keep that path open, all those opportunities.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah,
Yeah.
okay, okay,
Yeah.
I dig it.
Okay.
Uh, let's see, what did hold on, missed some comments here. Uh, Angela says, I'm excited for the new year and about the doll I got for Christmas. She's um, big and a princess. Oh, she's Princess Pink, and I made her profile picture. I'm so happy. That's
Aw.
awesome. And Silver Star says, the new Rebecca Campbell deck, Ancient Stones. Oh, that's the deck your daughter gave you. That deck is
Mm.
gorgeous. I've been eyeing that Rebecca Campbell one. Angela said, are the cards being sassy and pointed today? That's the fun of cards. You never know what they'll say. Amen.
Very direct.
And yes, cosmic conversations. Hey, says, hey guys, I've missed the lives. Um, been a while, or been MIA. Glad to be back. Very grateful. Good to see you again. And Angela says, anxiety is the cousin stress brought to the party. I wish both those
Mhm.
things would leave the party for everyone this new year. We deserve joy, relaxation, and cheer. Amen.
Yes.
Amen. Amen. Yes. And she says, also sending everyone in the chat a big hug who wants a soul hug. Aw, big hugs
Aw.
to you too. All right. So Lily, let's see, you have anything else? Any other
Oh.
downloads coming in? Or I know sometimes you get bugged by other energies that
Hmm.
like to pop in. Or
I
furry
still see
friends.
the purple orbs are still around, so we'll see what comes up, like, as we go along. Because 'cause they're just
Okay.
kinda watching, like, besides the orbs in the sky, there's orb that's a whole other situation. Yeah, they're just waiting till the right moment to chime in, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they're just kind of floating around, just waiting their turn.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's just I see one going, but they're not saying anything. They're just super excited, so we'll see.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I feel hopeful for 2025.
I do
And I was
too.
I was rocking, I felt like a lot of stuff was changing this year, and I was
Mhm,
like, yeah, yeah, things are going great. I was like, what tower moment? I was like, keep saying that I got a tower card this year. I don't think so. um, yeah, then the tower happened. And
mhm,
it's just as we're like, I don't know, I imagine it as like me in an airplane and I'm making a crash landing and I'm skidding through into the new year, like
mhm.
without any wheels, just flying in.
Yeah. It was just out of nowhere, right? Everything seems like it's just everything's out of nowhere the last few
Mhm.
months.
Have you guys been
So,
feeling that way too? Just like things out of left field and just kind of getting blindsided?
mhm.
Dirty Work says, Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you too. Angela said, Hello to all the spirits in the chat today. We love you and appreciate you. Welcome today. And she said, 2025 is going to be the snake year. That's my zodiac year. Oh,
Ah,
awesome. Let's
okay.
see. What is. Okay, so yeah, we said it was also a wind year, like the winds of change. So that's Ich.
Mhm.
Um, has anybody calculated their card of the year yet?
Oh, no. Mm-mm.
Oh, well, let's do it now if you have not done it.
Okay.
Okay, so all y'all need is calculator. um, but basically, you take your birthday, so day, month, year, and add it all together. But like for me, 6, 10, 81. That's my year and everything. So I would add it in as 6 plus 1 plus 0 plus 1 plus 9 plus 8 plus 1 equals, and then you get your
Mhm.
number. Then you
Mhm.
take that number and you add it to 2025. So be that number, whatever it is, plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5. Um, and then if you have to simplify it a little bit more because it's above 22, which there's only 22 cards in the major arcana, then yeah,
Mhm.
simplify it if you have to.
Okay.
Let's see. Um, Cosmic Conversation says, very random insights for sure. My mind pulling into so many different places. Wow. And then, Silver Star said she had 3 cards pop out. Stepping stones, take the next step. Keep it simple and focused on the small steps, though. The storms through put greatest challenges. We gain wisdom to share.
Mhm.
She says, embrace, don't fight.
Mhm. You gotta let it
Love
go.
it. Mm-hmm. I feel this is another year about flow, and the
Mhm.
more we're resisting that flow, the more difficult we're going to make it.
Oh,
Because the
yeah.
change is coming no matter what. Like there is no stopping
Exactly.
it.
It's
It's like
just
when the waves come in the ocean, you're not going to stop the wave from coming. You could try,
mhm.
but it's going to be real difficult.
Yeah, and it's just the last couple years, it's just, before, you're going through stuff, you're like, I'll take my time to do this, but it's just now it's like, gotta make a decision. Can't wait anymore. Either you get on the ship or you get left behind. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
What my grandfather used to say, shit or get off the pot.
Yeah, basically.
Thank you, Grandpa. Miss you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Words of wisdom.
Yeah.
Okay, Silver Star says she's got the death card coming up for 2025.
Ooh.
More power to you, sister. Whoa. um, Dirty Work says I felt in a liminal space lately. Oh wow. And Silver Star said, so it's fitting. Number 13, death card for the year of the snake. Wow. That does
Mhm.
go together rather well.
Mhm.
Let's see. And then Dirty Work says, I always get a different number. And just says it's gonna be a good year. Yes,
It
definitely.
is.
Da, da. Oh, sorry, just looking through the comments here. Hmm. Hold on. Okay. Let's see. Cosmic Conversation says, dang, really? The letting go? Angela says the static is clearing connections, are opening more. Don't be scared. Only good things are allowed in the door. You are blessed and
Mhm.
protected. It's true. You'll be okay. Take it day by day. It's true. Aw. And then Dirty Work says, okay, somebody give me the formula again. I can do hard math, but simple addition is proving difficult. Oh my gosh. Um, and Angela says, I've been waking up at 3 a.m. lately and I'm not a morning spirit.
Mm. You might have a message coming for you around 3 a.m.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
been waking up at 4 a.m. and 5 a.m. on the dot, and I am not a morning person.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, the formula again, so it was basically just breaking everything down into a single number. So, for example, 6/10/1981 would be 6 plus 1 plus 0 plus 1 plus 9 plus 8 plus 1. And then you get your number, you take that number, you add it to 2025. So again, it would be that number plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5 gives you a number. Let's say the number is 45. That's obviously higher than 22, and there's only 22 major arcana cards. So you would take the 4 and the 5, add them together, that's a 9, and then you would look up what the 9 card is. For me this year, I am card 17, so I'm the star card for 2025.
Ooh,
Um,
I'm 18.
oh, okay. So, all right,
Yeah.
well, you're one card ahead of me right now.
Oh, yeah.
Um, so your tower then was last year and mine is this year.
That's true. Oh, that is true.
And so you're on the star card this year. All right. All
So I'm the
right.
star. Ooh, okay.
Huh. All right. So yeah, inner guidance, inner compass. Hmm. Let's see. Let's go back to look
Interesting.
at some of these here. Silver Star says, honestly, I feel like I died this year, and I can only see why. I had to step away from everything. Learning to let go and surrender the struggle are real.
Hmm.
Yes. Yes. And Kayla said the star and strength card. Oh, that's right. Yeah, 1 plus 7. I forget that. Star and strength. And the strength
Oh,
card is my birth card. So yeah, I am the strength card. Interesting. That just means whew, okay. Yes, I'm looking forward to 2025.
you'll be
I fear
okay.
nothing.
Cause, I mean, I got the strength card last year, so basically, I guess whatever I went through, it wasn't so bad. I think you'll be okay. It's just a lot of
Okay.
realizations.
She's like, I'm here.
So
I'm here. I
I'm
survived.
just leading the blind. But you'll be okay. I mean, I survived
Yeah.
it. You'll be fine.
You're like, it's a couple of bruises and bumps, but yeah, yeah, you'll be
Yeah.
fine.
But a lot of aha moments, though. A lot of aha
Let's see.
moments. So.
Silver Star says, "Yep, if I get woken up that early, it's get up. Spirit has something for you." And Dirty Work says, "Ah, okay. I have a 10 for October, and I'm like, do I add 1 or 10? Just go 1 plus 0. It just makes it easier." It says overcomplicated as usual. Well, I mean, look at me. I
Yeah.
one of my least favorite subjects is math,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I'm so proud of myself when I can actually add up the numbers just so I can get my card of the year. I'm like, yes, I feel real smart right now. Um, the Angela says, Oma used to say, if you wake up randomly or have insomnia, you get a visit from Archangel or Uriel because he is up at night where there are no monsters under the bed, as she said, just angels visiting.
Mm.
I make a wish for
Aw.
stars to get through her tower like a champion because she deserves it and she's so awesome. Aw,
Aw, that's
that is so
nice.
nice. Dirty Work says, I got a 3, cooking a turkey, or I take out my cards. So that is the Empress card. So
Ooh.
Empress, I love it. Cosmic Conversation says, ooh, so the numbers go in order? Yes. It says, so if I'm 21 now, I was 20 yesterday
The
or last year,
2024.
you would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Angela says, we're all here for you, Tara. We believe in you. Thank you. Thank you. JKS says, if I'm doing this correctly, that I am at 18. All right,
Yay.
so same as Lily. Dirty Work says, woohoo. Angela says, math equals migraine, aneurysm, Tylenol. Heck with this. Yeah, that's my stream of consciousness. Like, I'm like, hello, calculator. Oh my goodness. Um, oh yeah. So, like, what are you guys doing for New Year's? So let us know.
Mhm.
I'm not
We need
doing too
ideas.
much. Hmm? Yeah,
We need
yeah, we need
ideas.
ideas, guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, please. In the chat. Let us know your comments right now. I have my cinnamon blackberry tea. So thank you, Susie. Um, I am thinking of going to, I was telling Lily this earlier. I was thinking of going to my good friend's house, with my nephews slash godsons slash my sons with my boys and his wife and everything. For New Year's and New Year's Eve. And I wonder if they're watching this and they're like, oh shit, Tara's coming over. Hey. Um, yeah, otherwise, I don't really know what else to do. I mean, normally what I do and what I've done already is kind of around in between Christmas and New Year's, or Yule and New Year's, I should say, because I'm more of a Yule person than I am a Christmas person. Um, I clean up everything. So I cleaned the wood, I dusted everything. The only thing I didn't dust was the ceiling fan, but I don't look up there anyway. And I, I did the dishes and just like vacuumed and just really like cleaned it up, staged it up, did a Tibetan singing bowl, tried to clear out the energies, kept some windows open so I can just like refresh it. Like redid the candles in here, the crystals that I have in here. I like just like a brand new reset is usually what I do right before a new year. And I do that before the Mayan New Year too. So, but that's one of my little rituals, I guess, if you could call it that. um, let's see. Oh, okay. Here's some things. Dirty Work says kitchen dance party and dog sitting. Hey, Lily knows about some dog sitting and
Yeah. And we were out. I work at an animal hospital, so I'll be doing that New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. I'm not sure yet. We'll see.
all right. Oh yeah, you should tell them about your fur babies. I know that you guys can't
Oh,
probably see them, but she could tell you about them.
well, I have two dogs and a cat. The beagle I got from vet tech school. Um, the Chihuahua mix I got a couple years ago during the pandemic, and the kitty from a client who didn't want him anymore. So I was actually cat sitting him, and he was following me around. I'm just like, "You're gonna come home with me, aren't you?" And he did a couple days later. So
Aw.
yeah.
Yeah. I hope her fur babies make an entrance in here because well, at least the cat
The
will.
cat likes to come in and interrupt, and he'll probably come up in a few minutes. So he likes
Yeah.
when the vibes start to change and he can feel the energies and everything. So he likes to come up when, especially when you have like an aha moment, especially he comes up to
Mhm.
confirm things. So
He's like, "Oh, I think I've been summoned."
yes, Walter. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, we told Walter that if he does make an appearance, we'll interview him. So,
Oh yes, that's true. That's true.
let's see. Silver Star says, "I made a bayberry candle for New Year's." Bayberry candle
Oh, that's
smells like it's gonna be
nice.
amazing. That's probably gonna smell so good.
Yeah, so
Angela is gonna be
purifying.
staying up so she can make it through midnight. Roots and Waves. Hey, how's it going? JKS says, I'll sleep till the fireworks, wake my fur babies up. Oh, so wait until the
Aw.
fireworks wake the babies up. Oh no.
Aw.
And Dirty Works has been doing a deep clean this week, clearing it all out. Yes, yes.
I should do
Um,
that.
I did a well, I can't really call it a Goodwill haul because I didn't go to the Goodwill. I went to a local thrift store, which I think I posted this on my Patreon blog this week. Um, by the way, if you're on Patreon, you get a weekly blog and there's a monthly meditation coming up. So our first meditation of 2025 is coming up soon. And of course, all the readings for 2025. Um, but yeah, so I there's this local thrift store, and I forget the name of this thrift store. I just know where it is. But they always have some like really good stuff, and it's all super cheap in there. But all of the proceeds go directly to local women of who've experienced domestic violence.
Mm.
So it kind of helps them get on their feet, get stuff for their children if they have kids, stuff for them, helps them out with career opportunities and things like that. So everybody who works there, just like with the Goodwill, they're volunteers. So that way, all of your donations, all that money goes directly to them, and whatever else just to kind of keep the doors open. But that's about it. So I thought that that was fun. Usually I just donate to the Goodwill, but I liked that this was more like a smaller grassroots organization that would help some of the local community folks. So I thought that would be fun. They have a lot of the only things they didn't accept were books. And I was like, but you have a book library. They're
Mm.
like, I know, we have too many books.
Uh,
I was like, okay, so I'm going to be taking my books to the Goodwill then. But yeah, they got a bunch of like old skirts and dresses, and I'm pretty sure it looks like a bag of 1995 in there. So it's cool. All righty. Let's see what other people are doing. Angela says, OMG, bless the fluffy creatures. Dirty Works is all about pet sitter slash poop scooping life. Sitting for 3 chihuahuas right now. Did a sage
that's so
bath when I
cute.
arrived. So yummy. So glad y'all are here. We're happy you guys are here. Angela says, sending all fur babies anxiety relieving hugs, blessings, Silver Star. Hello to you, sending a big soul hug to you. And Silver Star says, there's one in your package I sent you, Tara. I did lemon sugar cookies sent with cinnamon bayberry, leafy orange peel, and butterfly pea flowers in it with crystals. Oh my
Mm.
gosh. Heather, I was going to try to go to the post office tomorrow because when your package arrived, it was already after hours, so I couldn't pick it up.
Mm.
I went into town today because I was dropping James off at the airport, and it's Sunday, so post office is closed. And I'm like, so I'm gonna try to go to the post office tomorrow, so I can finally pick up your lovely gift. Thank you, thank you. Angela says, you're welcome. Sorry your babies get anxiety with the fireworks. Dirty Works sounds like an amazing organization. Oh, yes, the thrift store. Angela says, gotta go for a bit. See y'all back if you're still here. All right. You have a good evening if we don't see you. Kayla said, Heather, those cookies sound amazing and delicious. No, you're making me hungry now. I have not eaten dinner. Have you had dinner?
No, maybe
Huh.
after this. I stay up late anyway,
What are you
so
gonna make?
I have no idea. I have mac and cheese. That sounded, but then again, I want kind of some salad, so we'll see.
Mm. I have leftover spaghetti from last night. So,
Mm.
hey, could do that. There's one leftover vegan hot dog from Christmas. Because
Ooh.
James and I did we wanted to do like a semi German Christmas dinner. So I made German potato salad, obviously minus the bacon. But it tastes like there's bacon in it. I think it's just the flavors make you think there's bacon because you're used to it. But yeah, there
Mhm.
was no bacon in it. James wanted sausages. So then he thought about, well, what if we just got vegan hot dogs? Because he hadn't had a hot dog in a really long time. And normally I don't eat hot dogs back when I used to
Mhm.
eat meat because pork just upset my stomach. But he's like, well, these ones
Mm.
are vegan, so maybe you'll like this hot dog. And I did, and it didn't mess up my stomach. So I was like, yay. Let's see, what else did I made mulled wine, which was interesting because we neither of us had had any alcohol for like over a year, like almost 2 years now. Because
Mm.
I don't know if like you guys know, like our bodies are changing, and so like we're eating kind of different foods, like so it's like our bodies all of a sudden are just like, no, I'm not eating this anymore, or I'm not drinking this anymore. I'm like, okay. All right. um so yeah, that was interesting having the mulled wine. Then I remembered that my body doesn't like alcohol, so what else did we have? I made sugar cookies that look like Christmas trees and candy canes, and I put like green frosting and sparkles on them. I made peppermint bark brownies, and I ate the
Mm.
last one yesterday. And I made milk pie, which is my grandfather's
Oh
favorite
yeah.
pie, and it's a. I think I told you guys about it. It's a German pie, or Dutch Pennsylvanian. Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. Um, let's see. Let's go back here. Do do do. Um, Dirty Work says, "Ooh, those cookies do sound amazing. My name is Heather too, and I love to bake. Oh my gosh, double Heathers." um, Dirty Work says, "I haven't eaten either, and this turkey needs to be done already." Oh my goodness, that's the worst when you can smell the food in your house and everything's cooking, and
Mhm.
you're just like, um, Heather says, "I don't think you want to eat the candle though." Well, I'll try not to. Dirty Work said, "Yum, mulled wine. I don't drink, but when I did, and if I ever take a sip, it would be of that mulled prune juice. Tastes very similar." Ah,
Mm.
haven't done that, but that sounds pretty cool, actually. Heather said, "Yep, I can't drink anymore. It gives me a headache just from one drink. So, no, thank you, I say." And she said, "Double triples. Yes. Double trouble, Heather's. Yes." Um, I think though the mulled wine, because at first James and I were like, well, let's just have a glass of wine before we turn it into mulled wine. And yeah, the next morning off that one glass, it was like I felt like my whole system was off. My brain was
Mm.
off. I felt like a sort of a headache coming on. I felt super dehydrated, even though I drank a ton of water. Um, but once it was mulled, it was less, but I could still kind of feel a little funky, but it tasted good going in, so
Mm.
that's a plus. Um, yeah, so let's see. Hmm. So Lily, do you have like intentions that you're setting for 2025? Or are you just leaving it like go with the flow?
Well, before I would be like strict, like I want this and this and this, but now I'm just like whatever's meant to come into my life, just come in. Because
Mhm.
it's just like I'm trying to go with the flow, like you said, just not to put because just everything that I wanted came this year, but just not the way I
Mm.
thought it would. So I'm just leaving it open ended. Just
Mm.
whatever's meant to come in, that's best for me at this moment. Please just come in now, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. I'm like, all right, well, some things.
It's just been so long, so weird this year that I'm just like, you know what, just surprise me. I don't
Yeah.
even know anymore.
Mhm. Yeah, if you guys don't know, so obviously Lily's my friend. So we chat, either it's online or we give each other a phone call. But yeah, there's always some chisme like going on over there. There's always
Yeah.
some news, something, which makes it fun and exciting, and I can tell her the weird shenanigans that are happening here. But yeah, I get to live vicariously through you because there's some exciting things going
I
on in New York.
mean,
Anything?
well, yeah. um I mean, I could you want me to tell them a little bit else what's going on, like a little bit, like a sprinkle, what's going on like in
Okay.
here. I mean, okay. Well, I my background is in animal care. And
Mhm.
so during the pandemic, thankfully, I ended up in an office job for the last 4 or 5 years. So I was, I could work from home, which was great. But then
Mm.
I knew I wasn't meant to be there, and I've been kind of stalling it. So, like we said before, if you stall something, you're meant to leave. The universe going to intervene. So, of course, I got laid off, which was I was kind of happy about though,
Mm.
because I wanted to go back into animal health and healing. So
Mm.
I end up in an animal hospital, and it's been great because it's just kind of like second nature, and I just love being around them and talking to people and all this stuff. And but it's also very healing because things I wanted to know and learn about, I got to do again the second time around. Because when I left my previous vet job, it wasn't, they sold the practice and everything. So it wasn't like the greatest situation, but it felt like I got to heal from that with this job. So everything came full circle. Um, And it's just I had to go through that to continue on my path. And if I had prolonged it, I don't think I would have been where I am today, where, I'm content, happy. Things are not 100% perfect, but I'm back on the path where I was supposed to be a couple years
Mhm.
ago. So I'm grateful for that. It's been nuts, but there's drones in the sky now. So I'm just like, okay, where's this going? It's just like, what's happening? I don't know if you guys know, but like there's been drones on the news, in Jersey
Mhm.
especially. So I walk home and I see them, the last few months. I'm like, okay, it's cops. And then I found out, no, they don't know what it is, or they know what it is, or whatever. So it's been kind of nuts here in the city. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Lily was telling me that, like, some of the drones were on the ground, but, like, the fire department said, "Whatever, keep 330 feet or something, like, away from the drone." I'm
But they
like,
never said what it was. So I don't know.
yeah, I'm like, that it's like they come up with these arbitrary numbers, like, "There's a drone on the ground. Stay 330 feet." Like,
It's
it's like,
just
"Wait, what? Where'd you get that number?"
exactly. It's just, yeah, it's been kind of odd here. The city's been super quiet, which is even weirder because we get a lot of tourists for Christmas, but we do have them, but it just feels
Mhm,
kind of like, I don't know, it's just way too quiet. It's freaking me out a little bit,
mhm.
actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I was saying, it's quiet here, but I mean, I live in a mountain town, so it can be quiet, but it just seems, I don't know, like, people's energy, I guess, is quiet. It's not
Yeah.
just like the lack of
Right.
people. Because like in winter here, a lot of the people from Phoenix and the Valley and other places where it gets too hot in the summertime, they all leave because it gets too cold here. Now it's just isn't terribly busy, but it's like the look on people's faces, and it's like when they walk around, it just seems like chill or even
It's
somber
weird.
almost.
It's like we have a bunch of
Mhm,
Christmas activities in the city, like, oh, the street lighting. But it just feels like they're not as excited about. Maybe they're just exhausted because this year was right was insane.
yeah, it could be like, I mean, what the
Yeah,
heck? We're on the 29th today, so we have 2 more days left in this year.
yeah.
I think people are just like,
It's
"Dude,
just,
bruh,
just,
just
just.
finish the year.
Yeah. It's
Let's just start
just
over. Can we start over?"
like even the kids. The kids are like, they're not as like, I don't know. They're just not as excited. They're just. It's just like you're in a I don't know, like, okay, like Alice in Wonderland, you're just watching these weird scenarios. We're just kind of asleep, kind of like I'm trying to find the
Mhm.
words. It's driving me nuts. It's just kind of like sleepwalking almost.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that. That's how I would describe it. I feel like it's been so much, I'm sleepwalking now.
Yeah. Subdues
Um,
haze. Yeah, exactly.
yeah. Oh, and then, Silver Star said it's also been quiet, out in Utah, and everyone is tired. This is the twilight zone. Oh, Dirty Work also said that, she's never met a vet tech she didn't love.
Oh.
That's so sweet. Yeah, I mean, you know what?
Oh.
I love vet techs. I mean, I made
Oh.
friends with, like, when I had Wally and Loki, my 2 kitties,
Yeah.
I got to know their little doctors very well, and, actually, I have kind of a funny story.
Okay.
So there was, like, in Valley where I used to live in, California, there was this animal hospital, but it was more like a mom and pa animal
Mhm.
hospital, so it was more just for local people, and, it was kind of you had to know where it is,
Mhm.
and so they treated, we felt like they treated us like we're real people, and that the animals they understood were the most precious thing to
Mhm.
us, instead of just like, "Let's give this animal their shot," or "Let's," "fix them," or, whatever it is.
Mhm.
So Wally had reached the age where it was time to take off his little balls, and and he was like, "Okay, let me hold on. I need to show you." Well, I don't wanna show you his balls, but no. So, what I show you, okay, he was like I don't know. He was probably like maybe this big. He was already getting kind of big, and so we didn't want it to be too late for him. So yeah, he was this little. He was still pretty white because he was a seal point Siamese, and so
Mm.
all or sorry, silver point. He was a silver point, so he's a little bit lighter in color than our other cat, Presley. So he was mostly white at the time, and the vet came in and he's like, "Well, hello, Wally. How are you?" And Wally jumped up on his hind legs and he's put his paws on the vet. And the vet turns his head and Wally's little red rocket starts coming out. Hey, Walter.
Right on
So,
time.
yeah. And Wally's getting like all excited with the vet tech. And I'm like, Wally, put it away. What are you doing? Put it away. And the vet turns around and goes, "Oh, all right, Wally. Well, I see we've come to that time." I was like, "Oh, my poor baby, be gentle with him. He's a lover, not a fighter." Aw, Walter's whiskers, it was so cute. He's like, "Let's talk about another cat getting his nuts removed." Like, "What, Walter? What a time to come in, my god." Dirty Work says, they can handle shiz. They're full of love, fun, and dedicated, kind of nuts like the rest of us in the animal field in the best way." Heather is
Say hi,
dying.
Walter.
Walter
Ready
seems
for New
annoyed.
Year's. He's just like, oh, talk about me, not
Oh,
somebody else.
Walter, you're gonna have to bring us the New Year's news.
Oh yeah. Where did he go? He'll be back.
Dirty Work says, "Dude, one of my dogs, male, got stuck in a female at the dog park. Mortifying."
Oh, I've seen that.
Oh,
Yeah, I've seen
I have
that.
not seen that.
Yeah, I was like 10 and I was just like, what is happening? Some poor guy tried to extract his dog, but of course it didn't work. But the dog, they got separated at some point. But yeah, it's very mortifying to watch, yes. Because you're like, oh my
She's
God, what do I do? But yeah,
these
you
animals
kind
are
of
stuck together.
you just kind of have to wait it out. So yeah.
Um, Silver Star says, "Oh, I remember the first time I saw dogs get stuck together." She says, "Warm water helps."
Yeah. Yeah.
Dirty Work's like, you just gotta just let it happen.
Yeah. Basically.
Let
So
nature do nature.
yeah.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, I just remember with Wally, it was just hilarious. And they loved him at the vet. I remember anytime I had to come pick him up. They're like, "Oh, Wally's mom is here. Go get Wally." They're like, "Oh," and they're all like fawning over him. He's like, "Love me, love me."
Yeah.
I was like, he acts
Yeah.
like I don't give him any love at home, but he's like, love you."
We'll like dance with them in the back after surgery, give them kisses and stuff. And we're just like, oh, you have to go home now. So yeah.
I'm trying to think, something else that oh, oh, Wally and okay, when we got Loki was a stray, so we took him in. Nobody claimed him, so he became our adopted baby. So that was the panther, and then Wally was the puma. So our panther, at first, we wanted to get him and Wally used to each other, so we kept Loki in a different room. And
Hmm.
kept the door closed, so at least they could smell each other under the door, and then gently we would like start to introduce them. Well, Loki didn't like being alone at night, so he would cry, on the other side of the door. And he was crying and crying. And it was like the middle of the night. And Wally was sleeping on me and my then boyfriend. And Wally gets up and he huffs. Like he is so put out because he is so tired. So he gets up and he's like, and he jumps off the bed. He walks over to the door. He takes his paw and starts banging on the door. He's like, "Meow." Boom, 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 boom. Then he jumps back up on the bed, curls up, and tries to go back to sleep. And you know what? Loki shut up for, like, the rest of the night.
Aw, poor
Um,
thing.
but yeah, that happened, like, a couple of times. Loki's like, "Meow, meow," and Wally would get up, he's like, "Meow!" Boom, 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 boom. And
Aw.
I'm like, "Wally, Loki doesn't it's okay, he's just really sad right now. He hasn't integrated yet." Wally's just like, "I'm trying to get
Yeah, I don't
sleep."
care. Yeah. Like, I don't care.
Um, let's see. Dirty Work says they deserve it. And Angela says, "Hello, everyone. Happy holidays." Hello, Angela. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Dirty Work says, like how people would bang up in New York City if you're making too much noise. Do
Yeah.
they start banging on the doors over there?
I mean, thankfully not in my apartment, but yeah, my friends are just like, yeah, they'll just start banging on your door or like, like using the broom to like hit the ceiling or the floor. Yeah.
Hmm, interesting. In my neighborhood growing up, if somebody was making too much noise, um, there might be one person who might yell like, "Shut the F up," as loud as
Yeah.
possible.
That
Um,
too. Yeah.
but it came to a point where most people just tried to outnoise the other person. So, like, if your house was being too
Mm.
noisy, they would then make their house too noisy, which would then piss off their neighbor, who would then have to make their house too noisy. And then all of a sudden, my cul-de-sac is like a raging house party?
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah. Oh my
We can't
goodness.
do that here. Then somebody calls the cops. So yeah, we can't do that here.
Well, I mean, they can call the cops. They just don't show up in my
Oh.
neighborhoods. And if they do, the cops would just, like, not wanna get out of their car. They would just, like, roll up, wait for the person to come out of their house, and they're like, "What's the problem?"
What am I supposed to do?
We're like, "Could you seem a little more enthusiastic about your job?"
Yeah. Yeah. This is gonna keep
Um,
happening, so
yeah, but whatever. I grew up in the hood, so Dirty Work says, "We'd have big family parties, and the downstairs neighbors would use the broom on their
See?
ceiling."
Yeah.
Yeah, we did that when we lived in Tempe for a year, and the
Mm.
neighbors upstairs would get too crazy. The neighbors upstairs had a little bit of a crack problem, so
Oh,
so
that's
if they were on
nice.
a little bit of a bender, it got a little crazy upstairs. And so, yeah, I would just take the broom and be like, "Boom, boom, boom, boom." Then she would hit the floor, and she thought we're having, like, a communication. I'm like, "No, like, I'm trying to so then I would be, "Okay." So I'd go upstairs, I'd bang on the door. Nobody would come to the door. I keep banging on the door, nobody's coming to her, and then finally she's like, "Is that the police?" I said, "No, it's your neighbor." She's like, "Oh, hey, baby." She'd come to the door, and then, she'd be like, "I'm sorry if we're making too much noise. That's my husband." And then she's all, "Do you smoke crack?" I said, "No." She's like, "Oh, okay. Well, I'd share with you if you did." I'm like, "Well, that's real sweet of you, but thank you. Thanks for asking."
Oh, okay.
She
At
closed the
least she was
door and all the
nice.
haze that's going on in there. And I'm like, "I don't think I'm sleeping tonight."
Wow. Wow.
Real sweet people though?
They're nice, yeah, so
Nice. It's just smoke, that's all.
oh my
Oh
gosh.
my goodness. Gosh, made me spill. Um, hey, if you guys want, we could do some super chats or super stickers if you want us to sling some cards. I thought it might be fun if like Lily and I both did it, then you would get
Okay.
like double the reading. So I thought that could be fun.
Ooh. Ooh, I like that. Okay.
Dirty Work says happens and says that's polite. At least you know you have generous neighbors. Yeah, I know. If I ever did get into the crack game, I could like, call up
You
my
have
neighbor.
customers. Yeah. You have customers for life, I guess.
I did make her a tea once, and I brought it upstairs. I think it was around Christmas time. I made her a tea, and I remember she was like, "Oh, did you get me a bag of weed?" I was like, "No, that's a bag of tea." And she went, "It's oregano? Got oregano in it, but it's a tea." She's like,
Oh
"Oh,
my
well,
gosh.
thank you. Merry Christmas to you anyway."
Wow. Wow. I wonder what she's doing right now.
I wonder if she still lives in that Tempe apartment because there was so much turnover at that
I wonder if
apartment. Like, people would move in, people would move out. I think we stayed pretty long, I guess. A year was, like, a long time, I guess, at that apartment. She'd been there a while, though. I think she was Section 8. So,
okay.
there were a few people that were Section 8 there, which, if you guys don't know what that is, it's, kind of like having the government help you out with, like, your housing situation and stuff. So,
Mhm.
um but yeah, I mean, there was a lot of great memories, I think, in Tempe, a lot of
Mhm.
interesting characters. Um, oh, I did make friends with this dude who was like, he was not right next door, but he was next door and up a floor because they were all like 2 floors. And
Mhm.
so I remember like, whenever I, like, introduce myself someplace, I like baking for people, so I baked for my
Hmm.
little neighbors in that little unit, my nice friend upstairs, and there was a guy and his girlfriend next door, and then there was a guy from, the Navajo reservation, so he stayed there, but he also had a place on the res.
Mhm.
And so, I remember we'd chit chat, we'd have fun, and he would keep inviting me over for drinking parties, and I'm like, "Oh, I don't really drink." And he's like, "Well, I have all the Pabst Blue Ribbon that you could ever want." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, thanks." And I remember one time I went out and, I was like, there was a lightning storm. It was like monsoon season, and I was like, "Oh, wow, this is amazing." I'm looking, um, and it hadn't been raining yet, but it was lightning. But I heard what I thought was rain, and I was like, "Is it raining? Is it?" And I look over and I look up, and my neighbor is pissing off the side of the balcony into the bushes down below next to me. So the rain I thought I heard was my neighbor's piss. And I'm like,
Oh
"Oh, Lord, sir, everyone can see." I just decided to go in, you know?
my god. Wow.
I'm so grateful we got to stay there because now I have all these wonderful memories. And they really
Wow.
are, like, I thought those people were, like, genuinely, like, pretty funny and cool, and, I don't think I've ever, like, I would never talk bad about them. They were
Yeah.
really fun people, and, um, I think it helped me integrate myself into Arizona a little bit more
Mm.
before coming up here on the mountain. Just, like, all the different types of people that are in Arizona was kind of, like, in that apartment complex. You had
Mm.
people who very rarely, I guess, do you find an actual person born in Arizona here, but this is, like, the state that
Yeah.
a lot of people just kind of come to, or they're passing through,
Mm.
or they're born here and then they just leave, or they stay, but,
Mm.
yeah, so it was, yeah, that was a lot of fun, and I think that what helped get me in alignment for this place up here was actually, um, like, branching out, trying to, like, make connections with the people there instead of, like, just
Mhm.
staying in my little apartment being like, "No, I don't wanna talk to the crazy people upstairs,"
Mhm.
or, like, and turns out they're really nice people, so we can't really judge people on, like, what they
Right.
do. I mean, we're all just trying to have experiences in these little meat suits that we're in while we're here,
Right.
and so, and
Exactly.
it all goes into the collective, so you need people who are gonna be more adventurous and outgoing in the things they do. You need everybody's experiencing something for the whole, even if we don't know
Mhm.
it at a conscious level. But yeah, it was interesting times. Let's see.
It's people
Silver
peopling,
Star,
yep.
yeah. Silver Star says, "Oh my goodness." Dirty Work says she sold that to someone as weed. Probably did. She was like, "Smells a little like oregano." Oh, Silver Star's like, "Ew, all I can hear is Cartman singing in the ghetto." In the ghetto, in the ghetto. Dirty Work says that's the gift, meeting every possible kind of person. Yes. And
Mhm,
Silverstar says just people peopling. That's what we do. We people.
mhm.
We like to people. Mhm. Made me think of a Rick and Morty episode where the dad is listening to music and it says, what was it? It was like, do, 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 human music, music for humans. He's like, human music. Do, do, do. Okie dokie. So yes, so if you guys want super chat, super stickers, if not, yeah, we can just kind of keep hanging out a little bit.
Yeah.
Um, let's see. Lily, if we did our guided meditation, which normally we do like the Sunday morning one,
Uh-huh.
if we do this one, do you want to lead this one or come up with an idea for this one?
Oh, I don't know if I wanna lead it. I'm trying to think, guided meditation. How about what to expect, I guess, for New Year, but not like the rest of the year. It's just like because people have a lot of they're waiting for something. What to expect, like maybe like a nice
Hmm.
surprise or something, or
Okay, I just got
news
a
or something
download
like that.
for the okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, I just got a download for the guided meditation.
Okay.
Okay, okay. That sounds good. Oh, Dirty Work is off to finally go eat that turkey she's been working on. So it says thanks for chilling, hugs. Have a great rest of your evening. Have fun with
Bye.
that turkey. I'm so hungry now. I'm thinking of
I'm
Heather's
starving
cookies
too.
and turkey and I mean, even if I don't eat meat, it doesn't mean that I don't like still
Crave
enjoy
it.
like the smells.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, mm, hmm. Okay, you guys. Okay, okay. Let me put this here. I want to do like little like set the mood. So Lily, I don't know if you want to like kind of clear your space too. I think I'll do a little sage actually.
Okay. I cleared it
Just a minute.
before. Let me let my dog wants some water. Give me 1 second because Sweet Pea wants some water and she's staring at me. So
Aw.
let me just like give her some really
Okay.
quickly and I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. We are saging it up. I already saged this place out, but we'll go ahead and do a little soak it in, you guys. Just a nice little bundle. Just kind of clear this out. I do have a window open, by the way, so this can go out the window, so that's good. Um, kind of purifying things as we head into this new year. Um, like I said, for um, Patreon for 2025. I have my healings that I'm doing, so I'm going to continue working on those tomorrow. So there are certain people that are at the healing tier, so it's like my $15 tier and up. Everybody gets a 1 hour healing session as like part of their patronage. So I'm going to be doing those, continuing them tomorrow. Those people already know who they are because I messaged them, and I will do a follow-up message with all the insights that I got from that 1 hour healing. I also have the for the crystal tier, a New Year's crystal grid coming out on the 1st. I'll be working on the newsletter as well, which is not just a Patreon thing, it's like a everybody thing. So there's a link down below if you're interested in getting my newsletter, but I only hit your email once a month. I don't spam and do all that. So you only get one email from me a month. It's on the 1st of every month, and that is my newsletter. We'll see if I change it up for 2025, like the style of it. Otherwise, I think it
Mhm.
looks fine. So, um, so we have that. What else? Oh, yes. For my other patrons, there are the January readings for 2025. There's the guided meditation, and that's for all patrons. Um, and then I have a channeling to do for my patrons. I'm a little behind on that one because there was a tower moment that arrived and kind of threw things out of whack a little bit. So, Of January as well for you guys. Silver Star says, there you see her, there you don't. Got a lot to say, but there's something about her. Silver Star says, Sebastian singing now, mood strings, da 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 da.
Oh, should be back.
Okay, there we are. We are back.
Okay.
Sorry, we were buffering there for a second. All right. You guys know what this is. This is a sparkler. We have a little sparkler.
Ooh.
I encourage you guys to set your intentions with this sparkler. Whoa. All right. Set it up, intention it up, look into the lights. Oh, this is like my star card for 2025.
Oh.
Yay. Okay, I'm setting intention. All right.
Okay.
Man, these go by so fast. So sad. Need big sparklers. All right. So let's go ahead and get ready for the guided meditation. I guess I'll get out of the way so that maybe you guys can focus on the candle or something. Uh, see if I could zoom in.
Guess maybe I'll move
Okay.
too. My cat might come into
There
the
we go.
screen. Okay.
There we go. Okay, let's do that. Okay, that looks good. Okay. All right, so this will be our 2025 guided meditation. Next time I see you guys will be next year.
Hmm.
uh, it's still, 6 days from now, but it'll still be next year. Okay. So go ahead and find yourself a nice, comfortable space, a place you will be undisturbed for the next several minutes. You could be laying on your bed, sitting in a chair, sitting on the floor, perhaps even lying under a tree underneath the stars. And when you feel yourself nice and cozy, go ahead and bring your awareness to your breath. If it helps, go ahead and place one hand over your heart and the other over your abdomen. Just feel that rise and fall of your chest. And just take a moment. Do you feel that the breath is moving quickly? Is it slow? Is it deep? Is it shallow? Or just observing at the moment? Go ahead and continue breathing. If you feel that your breath is a little quick, you can try to slow it down if you wish. Anything that feels comfortable for you. And with every inhale, I want you to envision white light entering your body, filling you with a sense of peace and serenity from the top of your head, down your neck, your arms, your torso, down the legs, all the way down to your tippy toes. And with every exhale, We let go of our anxieties, our worries, our stressors. And we know that we will come back to those emotions at some point and look into them for our healing. But for now, we're focusing on our peace here in this present moment, breathing in that white light, breathing out all that we feel that burdens us. As you start to slow the breath, start to feel this peace, I want you to create a visualization. I want you to imagine that in your lap right now is a beautiful gift box. I want you to visualize the wrapping paper on this box. What color is it? Is it shiny? Is it wrapped in a string? Does it have a big bow on it? Does it look like a fancy present? Or is it wrapped in newspaper? Just take a look at the box before you. And once you feel that you have seen the outside of this box as best you can, I want you to go ahead and open this box. Now, you can take your time or you can rush in and tear open the wrapping paper. It's up to you. But when you open this box and you look inside, there's going to be a hint of what's to come in 2025. Perhaps you might see a visual. Perhaps it comes in the form of a tangible object. Perhaps your box emits a tune or a sound. Or maybe it's just a feeling that you get when you open this box. But take this message, this hint of the joys to come for 2025. This gift is for you. And remember that you are the creator of this gift. You not only created the gift, but you created the box that the gift sits in. You've created this entire moment. You create your reality. And as we get ready to make space for these gifts, these surprises, these manifestations in 2025, let us focus our intention once again on our breath. And this time, setting the intention that we breathe in our gift and we exhale whatever is standing in the way of that gift. All right. Let that settle in your body for just a moment. And when you are ready, bring your awareness back in. You can wiggle your fingers and toes, perhaps have yourself a little stretch. All right. Let's hear it for 2025. Whoa, I'm still zoomed in here. Okay. There we go. It was all up in my face. All right. Oh, there he is. He's like, I will not be told what to do.
He sat in my lap the whole time.
Aw,
Yeah.
did a little meditation.
Or he was like, "You're sitting still. I'm gonna just sit here."
Oh, we see the ears and whiskers again. Hey, Walter.
Now he's just sitting here. So he's like,
Mm.
"Okay, it's my turn."
It is now Walter's time to take over the live
Yes.
chat.
Yes.
Lily and I will go home then.
It's just like, hello.
Silver Star says, thank you, beautiful ladies. Glad I was able to be here with all of you. I'm so glad you joined us. I'm so glad people were actually able to join us. I wasn't sure if
Mhm.
anybody would be able to pop in, but I'm glad, for everybody who was able to, just hang out with us for a little while as we are counting down the last couple of days of this year. I know it's
Yeah.
been quite a ride. I am looking forward to 2025 and, sharing that journey with you guys. And thank you to all of my friends here and for Lily for joining and sharing your fur babies with us and your intuition and your beautiful self.
Thank you for having me.
Uh, Kayla said, beautiful meditation. Walter's a cutie. Sure
He knows
is.
it. He knows.
Yeah, he's like, "Mm." All right, you guys. So, you guys know you can always message me over on Instagram if you have any questions about anything or questions about readings or things that you guys actually want to see during live chats, like maybe
Mhm.
like things people can vote on in the poll. I obviously didn't do a poll this week, but that's because I wanted to do something a little fun and different. But I'll go back to polling next week. So we should have some fun with that. I hope you guys have a happy New Year's. And yeah, we will catch you next time. We're gonna catch you next year. Yeah.
Yes.
It's gonna be a whole year. And I'll see
Yes.
you. All right. Bye guys.
Bye.